welcome to this episode of Click on This with Johnny Alonso. Now, tonight's special guest is a Baltimore treasure. You may know him from his films Hairspray, Cecil B. Demented, Pecker, Serial Mom, Crybaby, the list goes on. You may have met him at one of his book signings. You may have seen him at one of his comedy shows. But tonight, we're here at the Baltimore Museum of Art in Baltimore, Maryland, and we're going to be focusing on his connection with the museum. So let's not waste any more time. Let me introduce you to the one and only, the great, the inimitable John Waters. How are you, man?
I'm well. How you doing?
How's that?
I haven't seen you for a long time.
It's been a long time.
Crybaby.
I think so. It's been Serial Mom and Crybaby.
Yeah.
See, I told you I know him. Let's cut into the first question. What does the Baltimore Museum of Art mean to you?
Well, it's my hometown museum. It's where I first learned about contemporary art's power to make people crazy. It's the first thing I ever bought was in the gift shop, a little piece of art.
Yeah.
It's the first museum that ever gave me a retrospective of my movies long before it was socially acceptable to like me. And they got a lot of shit for it too. But they stuck up for it. So they have been very supportive from the very beginning, and I wanted to leave my collection to the town where I live and where I learned about art.
I love it. Well, that's a great segue because I read somewhere that you gifted 372 pieces to the museum.
Yeah, and this show was curated not by me, but by Jack Pearson and Kathy Opie, two very good photographers.
Yes, I know. No, he already stole one of my questions. But
And
that's okay.
so anyway, they picked it from my collection, and it's from 3 places I live. So some of them have never met before. I call them my roommates.
Your roommates?
Yeah, so they're meeting different
They're meeting for
people
the first
at
time.
Yeah. And now all my homes look like they've been robbed because there's like nails on the wall,
Yep.
dirt.
Well, that was going to be one of my questions. Out of 372 pieces, is there anything
No,
left?
there's only 90 pieces in this show.
Oh, in this one, okay. But just the
And
same.
I get them back till I die.
Okay, good. Well, what was the inspiration to do this anyway?
Well, I just wanted to give my collection to the museum.
Yeah.
And I did say that they had to name the bathrooms after me.
Well, yeah,
they thought they were kidding.
We
but
just saw that. I know.
It's true. Elizabeth Coffey came down and curated the first trans that ever was in my movies, and we're still friends. And so it's an all-gender bathroom. So that was an art project in itself.
That's phenomenal.
And you see, the Baltimore Museum has a sense of humor too. And that's, of course, because they live in Baltimore.
Of course.
We can always make fun of ourselves. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it, right? And if you don't like it here, good, because we don't want you here.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
That's usually how we say it. So, if you don't mind, can we just walk around? You can show me some of your...
You want to pick any you want to talk about?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Actually, we saw this dirty mirror.
Well, that one I love because my housekeeper really hates it because people think she didn't do her job.
Yeah.
Because it just looks like a mirror that somebody wrote yo in dirt.
Right.
That is complicated paint. You can't, that's a painting.
Oh, it doesn't come off.
No, you can't do that. No, it's a fake dirty mirror. So it hangs right over my fireplace in the living room. So it just looks like I really have the worst housekeeper in the world. Can't you see that needs dust? But you can't dust it. So same way, who would be crazy enough to have this box that anybody could rip open with rocks? Like, what kind of crazy maniac thinks his secrets are safe in?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
So that's what I mean. I like art that, this is like bad wallpaper. This is the most valuable piece of wallpaper.
Is it really?
First of all, yeah.
For real.
That isn't what I wanted. I'm just saying, it does look like bad wallpaper.
Well, that leads me in. So when did you first start collecting? What was your first piece of art?
It was a little Miro print that was $1 in the Baltimore Museum, and I still have it home.
Yeah.
And it looks real now. People think it's real.
Really?
Yeah, because it's so old.
It's so old.
And it's in the little frame. So I don't tell them, "Do you have a Miro?" Yes. $1, but might be worth 10 now.
How about over here? This one, this guy.
Which one?
That's great.
Oh, this is mold. This is Karen Sander. And what she did, this is the best contemporary art piece because she took a canvas, primed it, gave it to, in a different country, gave it to a dealer in America. She's German. He put it outside, got mold all over it, let it spread. Sure. And he wouldn't bring it inside because it, can wreck your house, kill you. And I had to get it treated and everything so it wouldn't wreck my house and kill me. And it doesn't disappear. So it's dangerous, it's expensive and ugly, and it's poison. It's perfect.
It's you.
It's mold.
So that's real mold.
Yeah.
It's real mold. This has been cured.
It's mold, but it's been cured, but it also kind of looks like a Robert Lyman painting, or it looks like a beautiful minimalist painting. Mold is art. And then she gave me another one to put outside, and I put it in my backyard, and I didn't look at it for 3 months, which you're not supposed to. And I came out, and there was a big rip in it. An animal had turned it into a fontana. And I have that hanging in my garage.
And you're like, it's more expensive, and it's worth a lot more now.
Well, I don't sell any of them. I've never sold a piece of art I bought ever. I give it to the museum.
Really?
Real collectors don't sell them.
Yeah, I get it. So, what is your sentiment? How do you feel when you see all of your stuff here at the exhibit?
Well, it's amazing. I think, how am I going to put it back in the same place in my house? Now I'm getting used to seeing some things together.
Yeah.
Maybe they might rebel when I take them back to the house.
Well,
maybe that one wants to go to San Francisco, and that one wants to stay in Baltimore.
Well, those are your roomies, right? Your roommates? Yeah.
So we'll tell if any of them, when the lights are out, if any of them have snuck out and gone into the old master's room. Made fun of the blue news.
Well, that's what I was going to say with your roommates. I mean, which is your favorite one? Is there a favorite roommate now?
A favorite one in this whole show was the most artless one. I'm trying to think where that Mike Kelly collage is. Come here.
Okay, come on up.
It is, I think, here.
Yeah. First of all, I love this.
Well, this one is my favorite because it really makes people angry when they see it, because it looks like the worst, most untalented kindergarten student did it clumsily, cut out and glued together. And actually, Mike Kelly did it. And do you know how hard it is to be artless?
No.
Well, there's the example. And this one,
you have to tell me about this.
You can't do it here, but this was an original sew. See that lever on the bottom?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You kick it, the whole thing just throws it off and smashes on the ground.
You're kidding.
No, the only night, so people go, oh my God, I didn't mean to do that.
It's okay.
Put it back up in the month at the end of the show, it's just rubble laying on the floor, and that's what you could buy.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Getting back to this, your roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we had to choose, who was the bitchiest, who was the slob, and who didn't pay rent?
All right, this one might be who didn't pay rent, because what happened is, it's just lays on the floor of the gallery, and people think the workers were here and just didn't pay anything away. So this is the most likely to be thrown out by cleaning people, but it's by Fishley Weiss, and they handmade each one of these pieces and gave to my birthday. So if you were going to buy it, it would be very expensive, but it tricks you into thinking that it's worthless crap. So that's the best one, because it could get thrown out so easy.
Right, there you go. That's perfect.
All right, the bitchiest
one. Yeah, who would you say?
Well, I will say that in character. This is a piece by Sue Lowe, who's in all my movies, and this is Mink Stoll.
It's Mink Stoll.
Often plays a bitchy character in all my movies.
This is true.
She's very bitchy in Pink Flamingos, in Serial Mom, in all of them, but she's not a bitch in real life. No. But I would say that would be the bitchiest one. The slob would be this one, a photograph I really love by Christopher Wool. That is the ugliest piece in the show. There's every single thing, and that's his studio that he just never cleaned up. But that's the ugliest picture I've ever seen. It's really ugly to have, hard to have every little detail in the picture ugly, and this is it.
And that's it.
So not cleaning up, if you're really good at it. Quentin Crisp always said, why do people clean? It doesn't get dirtier after the first 3 years. But so basically, on this one, it's even better. Never clean, it turns into art.
See? There you go. We just learned something today. Last one. Crazy. They said there's a story.
Crazy. My dad did that because he hated the Cy Twombly pieces over there so much that I brought that he gave this to me. What he didn't understand is he did understand it because it looks exactly like it.
It does.
Yeah,
it
so
does.
Art did speak to him even though he didn't realize it.
Wow.
Now he's in a museum show. My father. The only piece of art he ever did in his whole life.
Freedom.
Right in the front.
So are you still collecting then?
Yeah.
You are? Mm-hmm. I should put you on the show. Hoarders. I'm sure they'd love it.
No, I'm not a hoarder. A hoarder, I have a little book that says I'm not a book hoarder, I'm a collector. That's different.
I love it. You got the answers, man. No, really. So there are 90 pieces here today.
Yeah.
And this is it's called?
It's called Coming Attractions because this is really, a part of what they're going to get on the bid.
Yeah, I get it.
So, yeah.
It's kind of grim.
Not so grim. I know it'll be going to a museum. It'll be in a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
This is fantastic. Well, we're going to wrap this up shortly, but there is a punk rock festival that you host.
Every year.
Yeah, I follow Tracy Lawrence on Instagram.
And this year it's again, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I know.
July
1st in Oakland.
Yeah.
I'll be there. So.
Good, it's a great one. It's my people.
You heard it first. Johnny, we love you, man. Seriously, you're the greatest. Thank you so much, guys. I'm Johnny Alonso. We'll click on this and see you next time.